Earth. Beautiful blue globe. Classic picture right in front of us. This is our home. This is planet Earth. This is where all of us live, where we all come from. Doesn't matter what your religion, what your people, what your sex, gender, race, doesn't matter. We all came from here as far as we know. This picture is a beautiful, real picture of us. This is us on this planet. Happy Earth Day. Earth Day 2020. Most of the planet calls it Mother Earth Day, but it's Earth Day. So how many more Earth Days do you guys think humanity will celebrate? I'm not trying to get hippy-dippy here. Just wondering what you guys think. Do you guys believe in anthropogenic climate change? Do you guys believe in God? Do you believe there's a divine plan that will save us from humanity's abuse and pollution of planet Earth? I'm curious your thoughts. I have no answers, but my belief is we as a species have the ability to enable our existence as a species. We can allow and actually celebrate many, many more Earth Days or Mother Earth Days if we make changes, if we realize that we live on a small rock circling a small star, and we have no ability as of now to leave this planet and easily move to another planet that provides the beautiful life that we have here. So, I think we have the ability to celebrate more Earth Days. However, I don't know if we will, because we love excuses. We love God. We love religion. We love scapegoats. We love business, capitalism, control. We love being led by people who don't give a shit about longevity or sustainability. We follow leaders who don't think long term. So it looks bleak. But, hey, what can we do? So, Earth Day 2020 report. As of now, we are experiencing the coronavirus, COVID-19. Everything's different now, right? We're at home. We're not working as much as we did before. We are not driving as much. We're not consuming as much. We're chilling out. We're kind of relaxing because we don't want to die. We're not quite sure how serious the COVID-19 virus is. It keeps changing. There's a lot of data out there, a lot of untrue data, a lot of science, a lot of pseudoscience, a lot of everything. So I like this political cartoon. Earth Day 2020 report. We got less industrial pollution because of COVID-19. There's less air pollution because of COVID-19. Less noise at airports, well, because of COVID-19. We're not traveling. There's less litter because no one's on the streets. We're not polluting as much. And all it took was a global pandemic. I love it. For Earth Day, I love the fact that we're actually slowing the fuck down and chilling out a little bit. You can see right here in China, some satellite data looking at NO2, methane, and other carbon pollutants in the air. This is in January 1st to 20th. Just business as usual. Beijing looks just disease, looks like a virus. Looks, we're just driving, polluting, go, 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 go. 1 month later, look at that. Less pollution. That's sexier than I ever thought would happen that quickly. I'm amazed, impressed, happy, excited, and motivated that we can actually, if we just chill out a little bit, we can actually solve some climate change issues. Issues in India. Up on top, the photos are, before. On the bottom is after. I'm not trying to preach here, but that's drastic. That is drastic, the change. Granted, these are the two most populated countries in the world. China has the biggest infrastructure to create things we don't need, to create the merchandise, to manufacture things we don't need. In India, oh my God, there's so many people there. So it's... But even when they slow down a little bit, just look. I'd almost want to go visit. Here's another picture of India. Clearly the top picture is from, the winter is a little bit colder, a different boat, everything's a little bit different, but the air quality, look at that. I love this photo because there's shit in both pictures, like just garbage everywhere. It doesn't look good. Would you want to drink that water? Would you want your dog to drink that water? Would you even want to filter that shit with your Brita water filter and every reverse osmosis, etc., etc.? Would you want to drink that water? Hell no. However, the air quality looks much better, and we're talking a month or two maximum. Here's another photo. Both of these photos were taken after the COVID-19 shutdown, after the pandemic had everyone stay at home. I don't have a before picture, but these pictures are after. The people here in these residences were not able to see the Himalaya beforehand for 30 years. Now they can. Is it perfect? Hell no. But damn, 1 month, 2 months maximum. Look what we can do. Look what we can do. For those of you that are anthrocentric, you don't give a shit about Asia, East Asia, Africa, or other places where brown people live, here's Italy. Venice, Italy. The picture on the left looks nasty. Look at that shit floating. It looks like concrete in the water. It just looks gross. One on the right. Would I want to swim in it? Hell no. Would I want to drink it? Hell no. No way whatsoever. However, look at the difference. 1 month, 2 months maximum. I mean, what extreme do you want to... imagine 3 months, 4 months, 5 months, 6 months, 10 months, 2 years, 20 years, 50 years. Imagine what we can do if we slow the hell down. Speaking of slowing the hell down, look, economy versus ecology, right? We always talk about the economy. It's about the money, idiot. It's always about the money. It's about the Benjamins, about the money, about the economy. That's all Donald Trump has been talking about. That's all what people want to go back to work. They want to go back to work because they've been taught to work, to keep going. The American dream, capitalist dream, Western dream, go, 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 go. If you're not going, you're being a turd, you're being lazy, you're not contributing to society. However, capitalism's might not be the best way we live. Capitalism is infinite growth, no matter what. We live in a small planet. You saw the planet earlier in the slideshow. It's not that big. And we don't have the technology to spread our human virus across the universe. Not yet. So right now, let's slow down. We can still learn. We can still live. We're living right now. During the shutdown, we're living. We're relaxing. You guys who just want to work, you want to protest because you're not working, because you think it's a conspiracy, because you think it's bullshit, because it's not as deadly as maybe it could be. Relax. What's wrong with relaxing a little bit, right? For those of you who think it's God's plan, it could be God's plan, and none of us know, right? That's the beauty of faith, right? There's nothing there. You can be as scientific as you want, but you can't challenge faith, because no matter what you believe in, right? I don't, if there's a God and he sends me to hell because I don't believe in him or her or it or they, whatever it is nowadays, I'm surprised he'd send me to hell, because how ignorant I am, right? I believe in science. God created science, right? Or us as humans, we did, right? We are working. We've been given this big, giant, beautiful planet, or we live on this big, giant planet. What are we doing with it? Are we really going to follow a system that's all about the economy? Which, by the way, the economy is man-made. Banks are man-made. Interest is man-made. Mercantilism is man-made. Capitalism is man-made. Communism is man-made. The structure of control of how we manipulate and control other human beings is man-made. It's not in the Bible, as far as I know. So why are we doing this? Why? Because we've been raised, we've been told, we've been indoctrinated from such a young age, since birth, God bless America. It's all about the money. You too can have this. But it's made us insane. It has made us insane. We are killing ourselves. Look at the graph. Look at the prices of a barrel of oil since 1870 to 2020. 150 years. Basically from the Industrial Revolution, a little bit before that, but to now, 150 years. The top graph is nominal terms, and the bottom graph is real. So the real, that's including inflation and fluctuation and all that. So that's including inflation and other numbers you don't really see. But either way, they kind of match up. You notice since the 1970s on, the price of oil increased. It dropped down after the oil crisis in the 70s. The 90s were great during the Clinton administration. Everything was great, right? After Reagan, oh my God, everything's good. Good. It got a little bit more expensive, 9/11 happened. Boom! We're going to war. And then we have the financial crisis. Shit takes a dip. Then it goes up, and things are normal. Look at how much this shit dropped in 2020. Shit is cheap. There's many reasons for that. There's where's the oil coming from? How is it made? There's futures with oil. Who's promising to buy oil in advance? Who's using it? Are we using it? But this is, to me, I don't see doom and gloom. To me, I see this is great. Us people could take the power back from the global power companies, the global energy companies, the people who have been ruling us and keeping us slave to finite resource industry. I mean, it's fucking oil, man. It's from plants and dinosaurs from millions of years ago, and we're using that shit. Let's conserve it. Let's conserve it. And it's great. It is cheap. It is easy to use. But man, Industrial Revolution happened when? When did we start using coal and oil and natural gas? It's been a while. Look at the science that's come from them. We have scientists we have so many more solutions to just oil, dirty oil. And for those of you guys in the oil industry, gas industry, trucking, whatever it is, you don't think there's jobs in other industries? In other energy industries? There's many. Why not? It's funny. Here we go. I digress. Here we go. I'm probably that fat fucking guy, that fat hippie guy, probably preaching shit. That's probably me. It's probably my friends. It's probably from where I'm from in Northern California. People freaking the fuck out. There will be stronger and freaking hurricanes because of climate change, right? Global temperatures will rise. Truth. The Arctic ice will be gone by 2013. You see how this is a dated political cartoon. And it says the Book of Gore. Notice how this guy who made this political cartoon made it political. Or, responded to somebody who made it political. Al Gore pisses me off beyond... Mixed feelings here. I can't stand politicians. I can't stand him. I can't stand the Clinton administration. I don't respect them. I don't like them. However, Al Gore did make the conversation about climate change more mainstream. The problem is he made it more political. So here you go. You get this chicken holding a sign. The sky is falling. And they call me crazy, right? That's a response to, conservatives responding to us hippies who, whether it's, picketing for Roe versus Wade or some other, conservative fucking agenda. But anyway, it's true, though. All right, so I love this political cartoon because why? Here we go. Let's just say you disagree with climate change, anthropogenic climate change. You think it's a liberal conspiracy. You think it's a Democratic conspiracy. You think it's a globalist conspiracy. You don't trust where the information is coming from because you are just angry for whatever reason. But I want to, ask you to kind of think about it. Think about it. Okay. Climate summit. What if it's a big hoax and we create a better world for nothing? right? What if it is a conspiracy theory? What if there is no climate change? What if God will save us all? What if, right? But you like money, right? People who argue against this, you like money. You love jobs. Think about what moving away from fossil fuels and finite resources will do for the economy and jobs. Think about it. If you love America and America first and North America, just the United States, you don't give a fuck about Canada, Europe, Asia, anybody else, right? Right? Donald Trump, America first. So that's energy independence, right? I hate to break it to you, but Obama, he really, really, really made fracking more of a thing. Trump didn't. So your enemy, Obama, saw that and also thought energy independence. Preserve rainforest. Why not, man? We don't live there. Forest creates air. We like fresh air. Who doesn't like fresh air? Think about it. And their rainforests are so far away from us. They're so far away. Unless you're living in frickin', the Emerald State of Washington, you got a little, cold climate rainforest there. Otherwise, most rainforests are Indonesia, the Congo in Africa, Brazil, etc. Those are not the American places. Let's quit buying wood and products from down there. Let them create air for us, right? So green jobs, right? Okay, so green jobs will just replace our jobs from, finite oil, industry jobs, right? Just replace them. Very easy. Think of the frickin', what did we do after the Depression? How did we get jobs? Besides for the war, we did lots of infrastructure projects. We did, dams, roads, etc., etc., etc. Let's redo that. Our roads suck. Look, make them green. Make our roads solar panels. Anyway, livable cities. Come on. Instead of having everything made in California and we ship our fruit and vegetables to other rich nations like Saudi Arabia and Japan, let's have livable cities where things are grown a little bit more localized and we're not sending it away. Renewables, come on, renewable energy. Do I need to explain this? Clean water, clean air, healthy children, etc., etc., etc. There's so many damn good things to do if we actually turn this shit around, slow the fuck down, take this opportunity during the COVID-19 pandemic, and we just slow down and invested our time, energy, and money, those trillions of dollars. Let's move away from fossil fuel energy and let's move towards a more green, sustainable future. What is that future? What is renewable energy? I don't want to bore you, but there's solar energy, right? We capture the sun, we turn that into energy. Wind energy, we capture wind, turn it into energy. Hydroelectric, we capture moving water, turn it into energy, whether it's from oceans or rivers, etc. Geothermal, we capture Earth's inner energy like they do in Iceland, and we kick ass with it, and we freaking just, it's infinite. The core of Earth is basically a freaking sun exploding upon itself. It's a lot of energy. Let's take it. Ocean energy. We got warm water currents. We have warm water. We could take that heat from warm oceans, turn that into thermal energy, or mechanical energy. We could take the currents and the waves and the waves hitting back ebb and flows of the ocean. We could turn that into mechanical energy. Hydrogen. The endless. There's so much science out on that. We need to explore that a little bit more. But hydrogen energy, how do we capitalize on that? If we can do that, that's a very clean energy. Biomass, you look at compost pits, you look at how, heat is created from a rotting mass. Any biological organism, it creates heat. How do we capture that? How do we turn it into energy? None of these are perfect. None of them are, they all take investment. However, all working together and focusing our money and science towards that, we can actually make this into a very clean, very smart, sustainable future if we want to. Is it really a hippy dipper thing? I mean, look at how many of these preppers actually, where do they get the energy? If it's not from oil, it's solar. It's some other energy source. Speaking of preppers, speaking of people who are a little disgruntled, a little angry with the government, with the society, with how we as humans are handling the COVID-19 pandemic. Here are some lovely Trump supporters, it looks like. These are some Americans who raided the Michigan governor's building, and they, what can I say? I don't agree with these guys. I don't agree with the fact that they have these big-ass, gigantic-ass guns out there. This is not a peaceful protest. This is something other. But I do love people getting angry and actually doing something. I love the American flag to the right of this. That's upside down, because I promise you, this was like a parade in Berkeley or somewhere else. These guys would freak out and like do that whole, Colin Kaepernick freak out session. Oh my God, disrespected a flag. But I actually like the fact that this guy's flag is upside down, because, it means our country's in distress. I understand that. It doesn't offend me whatsoever. Doesn't bother me. Good for these guys. Here's a little different protest. Prior to COVID-19, we have a bunch of young people, just like, hey, the economy, like, where's our jobs? What's up? Like, everything we were promised is not what it is, and fucking Earth is on fire. And look who's marching there, right up front there. My God, brain fart here. Greta. Greta's right there. It's funny how people think she's such a threat when you look at guys over here with their guns and all that. Like, who's really more of a threat? These little kids. This woman here who's fighting for common sense, fighting for a clean, sustainable future, and offering solutions and alternatives to what we've been doing. We've been living the status quo for a while. So long we've been living it. So we've been talking about this for a while. I said 1970 was when Earth Day was originated. Look at these. Look at this. Intergovernmental Panel of Climate Change, 1990. We've been talking about this. 1990. And then in 1997, Kyoto. George Bush didn't like that shit. Neither his dad. Kyoto Protocol. What happened to that? We signed out of that bullshit. Gone. Copenhagen. Climate talks. 2009. Paris talks. The list keeps on going. What are we doing about it? We're not doing anything as a country. And you might think this ramble is very anti-American, but hey, man, I was born and raised in America, and I've been told that American could do it no matter anything. Us citizens, we can do whatever we want. We're tough. We're number one. We're the best educated. We have the power. We can do this. I just haven't seen it, myself included. I haven't done much. So, what are we going to do, guys? Are we going to live in a planet where it's on fire, where this is clearly photoshopped? Haha. Are we gonna die and do nothing, or are we going to move forward and implement some common sense ideals that will help everything, help the economy, help the environment, shut us all up? I love this. Save the planet, kill yourself. Unless we do something, really. Unless it's drastic. Everything we do affects planet Earth. How we drive, what we buy, what we consume, how we consume it, where our products are coming from. I get depressed quite often because of reality, and sometimes I'm like, yeah, the best way is, kill yourself, right? But I don't want to. I'm selfish. I'm not going to. The hell with that. I hope you enjoyed this. I hope you guys, think about our future. Think about us together. And let me know, what you think we could do, where I was wrong, where I was right, what you think we can do to allow Earth to continue to enable us or provide us a planet where we can actually survive.